Hello and welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? Hope you're well. Today I'll be showing you how to make these amazing fermented oranges. For this recipe, you will need cloves, which is optional, sea salt, citrus fruits, in this case I'm using tangerine, and of course a jar and glass weights to weigh the oranges or citrus fruits down. As for the salt, there isn't any precise measurement, and you'll find out why as the video proceeds. The amazing thing about this recipe is that you can adapt it when fermenting other citrus fruits such as limes, lemons, satsuma, or oranges. So to begin, I'm going to wash my tangerines with baking soda so as to get rid of all impurities on their skin. I'm going to take my time to do this because I'll be fermenting the tangerines without taking off their skin. Now that the tangerines have been properly washed, this is what they look like. Now that the tangerines are thoroughly washed, I'm gonna go ahead to pinch off the blossom and stem end of each tangerine. I'll carefully slice each into quarters while still attached at the bottom. For a better perspective, this allows the tangerine to open up like a flower at the join. And this is what they look like. Next, I'll add some salt to the inside of each tangerine and set them aside. And this is what the salted tangerines look like. Now I'm going to start transferring the tangerines into the jar, but first I'll start with the cloves. Here I've got about 1 tablespoon of cloves, and then I'm going to add in a tablespoon of salt and start transferring the tangerines into the jar. In case you're thinking that the amount of salt which I'm using would overwhelm the tangerines, it actually won't, because the salt is being used as a form of preservative, and once the fermentation is complete, the tangerines will be rinsed in water before use. Now that I've fit in as much tangerines as I can, I'll use a tamper to push them down as much as I can so that the tangerines can be compact. As you can see, the tangerines have secreted some juice, Next, I'll go ahead to add some water to the jar. While adding the water, I'll make sure that the tangerines are fully submerged in it. Next, I'm going to put in the glass weight to stop the tangerines from floating to the top during the fermentation process. Then I'll put on the lid and give it a nice shake. And this is what the jar looks like. I'll leave this on the shelf to ferment for 4 weeks. A great tip is to always place the jar on a plate or a tray to catch any extra liquid that might overflow from the jar during fermentation. It's been 4 weeks now, and here's what the fermented tangerines look like. As you can see, the skin is no longer bright orange, but it's now sort of like a dull orange color. So I've taken out one of the tangerines and this is what it looks like. I'm going to cut through it and I'm going to show you a closer look. Doesn't it look fantastic? And the great thing is that the tangerines smell as fresh can be. Next, I'm going to show you how I usually make use of my fermented tangerines to flavor my food. First, I usually give them a good rinse so as to reduce the saltiness. At this point, the tangerines are no longer sweet, but they've retained their citrusy smell. And now that I'm done rinsing them, I'm going to cut them into smaller pieces. Here's a closer look. On this day, I was cooking lentil curry and all I did was add my fermented tangerine to it and give it a good stir, and that was it. It was one of the best curries I've ever cooked. It tasted so amazing. I've also added my fermented tangerine to salads like this one. I've added them to salad dressings for the citrusy flavor. I've also used it in baked goods and the result has always been fantastic. So, I guess we've come to the end of this video. If you've enjoyed watching, please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel and please click the notification bell icon so that you can get notified whenever I upload a new video. And if you've got any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer them. Take care. See you next time. Bye.